Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sprint 272 review. This is a normal 2-week sprint. Let's get started. I'll start with the overview, Gilbert on the UI, Adam on providers, Joe on the platform, and finally Keenan on the API. As you can see, this sprint, there were 45 PRs merged with 12 enhancements, 5 bugs, and a smattering of the rest. And over to Gilbert on the UI.
Thanks, Jason. For the UI, we had one bug fix fixed by Jason, fixed by Joe. We had the RexML 343 document.new no longer accepts strings with no root element. For enhancements, I believe Joe did better ping controller errors. For other, the update yarn.lock was fixed by the bot and merged by me. The renovate fixed the dependency for Babel ESLint and replaced it with at Babel ESLint parser 7.11. The renovate PR also updated the dependency for Angular mock to 1.8. We updated yarn to 4.10.3. Renovate updated action setup node to action v5. Jason ignored push event on bot peers, and as well as auto cancel in progress CI builds for branches and peers. Next slide, please. For tests, Oswald had several Cypress peers. He added automated tests with Cypress for namespace form, added automated tests with Cypress for tenants form. The schedule form Cypress tests were refactored. He added automated tests with Cypress for CNU gap collection form. He updated to throw an error when the specified toolbar option is disabled, and he enhanced the intercept API command. That's it for the UI. Next is Adam.
Thanks, Gilbert. For core of this sprint, we added the Nutanix provider to the main gem file, so it'll be available to be added coming up into the next release. We also moved a number of EMS operations methods into the base network manager class. There are two providers, which you'll see later, which had them essentially copied and pasted in their own child network manager, but the queue methods are completely generic, so we were able to move them up and delete some code there. Amazon added a couple of new instance type classes, so we added both of those. Nutanix, we added a vendor logo and also fixed a bug on the VM details page where it was not correctly summarizing the list of MAC addresses for the guest devices. Next slide. So here we go. OpenStack and Over both had network managers that had these CRUD EMS operations queue methods duplicated, so we got those moved up and deleted from the providers. For workflows, we set now a user-facing payload validation message to the workflow record if there's for example, a syntax error. Previously, we would only skip these, and so it was not obvious if you had a typo in one of your ASL files, it wasn't obvious why it was missing. So we'll be working on showing that to the user so that you can see status of your payload and if there is a failure, what the failure is. Flow this sprint, Keenan removed some special case logic for the is present choice rule and also used regular expression union to join strings in choice rule regular expressions. That is it for providers. Over to Joe.
Thanks, Adam. For platform enhancements this sprint, Jason extracted the connectable bang and connectable predicate method for cases where you want the actual error message to be bubbled up, such as for building better error messages. For bugs this sprint, Gilbert fixed the backend shortcut options to reflect the correct URL endpoint and removed ones that no longer exist. Jason updated the Go dependencies, and we no longer force Cube OpenAPI to a specific version, allowing us to upgrade it. Jason required RexML 3.4.4 and ManageIQ style, and that was to address the CVE fixed in 3.4.2. And then I required RexML minimum of 3.4.4 in gems pending. Next slide.
Okay, so over in the API, two PRs from Adam um, uh, in order to get the messages into the proper queue. He updated two different entries for operations so that they go into the EMS operations. Otherwise, they weren't actually performed. So thanks. Back to Jason.
All right, thank you. And that's all for our Sprint 272 review. The next Sprint review 273 is on October 15th at the usual place and time. And I'd like to thank all the presenters today, all the contributors to Manage IQ, and our community. Thanks, everyone.